Hello, I'd like to show you depicted roses. It's white single flowering roses. It's becoming more and more prominent in my garden because this is like a second year all root roses and fragrant. This just came out from my front yard and it just started to smell this particular fragrance, a very strong old garden rose fragrance, I think. But anyway, this is the one here, and it's wonderful here. It's only the second year, but yeah, flowers are very pretty. My other white blooming rose, it came out from last year's own root rose, is Paul's Himalayan Mask, which is this, which is also very fragrant. And from last year growth, I think they bloom from old cane. So it's all sorts of flower buds came out and it's blooming. But the first year growth is this, which is nothing, no side shoots or anything, and they just grow like this. So this is the Alhambra, and hoping this one climbs over this wall here. Already walls are made for this, anticipating. Yeah, it is interesting. Alfred Career is one bloom is left here. Still blooming there though. Yeah. I think the beauty of the white flowering plant is demonstrated by White Garden. And the most famous one, White Garden in the world, is this one here, Sissinghurst. This one has a very nice garden, and there's something like this. It's completely, I would say, white. And also I found the Gertrude Jekyll book. I saw it a while ago, and it was like a black and white illustrated black and white pictures or photos of her garden, and but she is, I think, maybe one of the first one to try the white garden. And this particular picture depicting her standing in her garden, and this is the black and white pictures, but you know, like a very elegant white flowering garden in the background, and it's very kind of a I don't know, eerie or maybe like ghost-like, very strange looking garden there because it's all white. And one of the reasons the white garden is called the moon garden is because when it's dark, get darker in the evening time, the white flower stands out. So that's why it's called the moon garden. But yeah, I like that. In the past, oftentimes I try to replicate, and I think my dream is like a, you know, one section, so one, just like a Sissinghurst, one section of the garden is completely filled with white flowering perennials and roses. I think that's my dream there. but that requires a very nice environment or nice house with a garden, and a nice spot to dedicate all these things there. But if you do collect white flowering plants, that's more or less easy, because when you go to the nursery or the garden center, your eyes goes to the first, you go to the white flowering plants, and you go there and you buy them because it's so pretty, and so it's very easy to do, because white flowering plants, roses or perennials or annuals, not that abundant, but it's plenty enough to collect those, and so it's become like a passion, become like an adventure to look for a white flowering plant, including the trees also. So in the past, I think I collected like white flowering lavender, white flowering lilacs, white flowering rose of Sharon, and white roses also, of course, and anything white flowering, even like a cherry trees or apple trees, when it's white, kind of got attracted to that. And so the roses, for example, white represent like a very, very pure kind of a beauty, and it's not gaudy, it's very subtle, but nonetheless it's very beautiful, and so I like that. And I think that when you make a white garden, you started to enjoy the fall of the flowers, all kinds of different. The iris has a different shapes, and the rose, of course, is a single flowering rose or double flowering rose, they're completely different. And anything white shapes like ladies in the mist, like an annual type of thing, is also very, very interesting to see. I think the ladies in the mist is the one of the flowers that depicted in Gertrude Jekyll White Garden. So yeah, so that's my probably ultimate goal in my short life, right? I would say if I could make like an all white flowering garden, and somewhere, anyway, it doesn't have to be my garden, somebody else's garden is also good, that if I could design, if I could put those white plants, that maybe, yeah, very, very makes me very, very happy person.